There's so many ways how data can benefit your organization. One interesting case is product development. Most products require data to be developed, yet product teams oftentimes are not amongst those privileged few people who have access to real privacy-sensitive customer data. And that's good because we want the privacy of our customers to remain protected, but it makes their job difficult. How should they develop and dream up an app and service a solution if they don't actually know who their customers are and what they would crave and what they would appreciate? And there's a nice story that we saw with a banking organization once that faced exactly that challenge. They wanted to develop a new digital banking app, yet the product development team only had access to dummy data. I believe it was like 10,000 records, dreamed up human beings with financial transactions of €1 per day. So not really realistic. They couldn't really work with that. They actually used their own bank accounts to have something to populate their app and see how it would look like once it went live. Also not the best solution. Once they had access to synthetic data, on the other hand, they immediately had the customer base of the organization at their fingertips. Of course, not the real data, it was privacy safe, but all the patterns and all the different characteristics and demographics that they needed to not only develop a product that would serve, hopefully, for the average Jane and John Doe, but that would satisfy all these different demographic groups that you have within your organization and all these different behavioral groups that you have within your organization. So instead of only having one digital banking app, they were able to develop much more adjacent services that cater to the needs of a high-earning single mom with 2 kids or a pensioned elderly person that had a different spending behavior than the college student. And the beauty of this was when they first started out with the synthetic data, they found some patterns in there where they were like, hey, can this really be true? Can people have this and that type of income behavior, spending behavior? And we then, because it was at the very beginning of data synthesis and mostly AI, we then checked back with our tool, figured out, no, everything worked perfectly. So they went ahead and actually over the course of weeks, one employee got access to the production data to compare. And there they figured out that indeed a fraction of this organization's customers behaved in the way that was shown in the synthetic data. And where I'm getting with that is that if you have access to representative yet privacy-safe synthetic data, you don't have to work based on your assumption who you believe your organization's customers are, but you can actually look at the data and see how the people behave, what the people would appreciate, and use that to bring your products to a completely new level.